Hey everyone, here I am again, SDS channel, your aspiring content creator. Only 1 hour remains until my 6-hour challenge is over. Time is running out, so I am rushing our king, Caladog, to wage war against any kingdom in hopes of meeting their leader. And finally, King Caladog declared war against Northern Empire ruled by Emperor Lucon. This will be the last battle of my 6-hour challenge. From the moment we started this campaign, we created a character, hired my first 19 Empire recruits, battled looters and bandits for an hour, became a mercenary, slowly built my supply chain, started a caravan trade, and became a vassal to serve the Batanian Empire under King Caladog. All our efforts have led to this moment. We have built 3 party units made up of my clan members, and now, the time has come to hunt one of the most powerful rulers in Coradia, Emperor Lucon. The enemy outnumbers us 2-1, but that is not a problem. In fact, we expected Emperor Lucon's army, along with his subjects, to number around 1,000 troops. But there's no turning back now. Our 6-hour challenge is almost up. In this battle, we are outnumbered, so the most crucial factor will be our positioning. We must take the most advantageous ground to counter Emperor Lucon's army. I positioned my infantry beside a massive rock. Why? Simple, to protect our left flank from incoming cavalry charges. I commanded my troops to move into their designated formations. Infantry in front, archers behind, and my brother Nozon leading our cavalry further to the right. Looking at the enemy in the distance, I see them slowly advancing. Their soldiers are eager to trample us, unaware that they are walking into a well-prepared trap. Emperor Lucon believes sheer numbers will secure his victory. Move and crush the enemy in front of you, he shouts. But this will be the greatest mistake of his entire life. My soldiers are not just warriors, they are battle-hardened brothers in arms. When they join my ranks, I instill a single belief in them. Each and every one of you who fights under my banner is a brother. Protect each other, and do not let a single one of you fall this day. My archers unleash a relentless volley of arrows while my infantry holds their ground, shields locked, forming an unmovable wall. The enemy continues their march, attempting to block our deadly rain of arrows. Meanwhile, their archers return fire, but my soldiers receive it like a joke. These men are elites among elites. A mere 100 arrows cannot breach our shields. As my infantry stands firm, the enemies are closing in. Instead of fear, the eyes of my troops are like an adult lion waiting for their prey. A quick change of shield wall formation of my infantry, so that most of them will enjoy the enemy arrows while waiting. Their cavalry hesitates. They know they cannot break through without their infantry leading the way. Our right flank has already engaged. The enemy cavalry has charged. Should I be worried? Not at all. My brother leads the charge, and I trust him completely. As the enemy's main force arrives, I issue the command, square formation. My infantry obeys instantly, executing the maneuver perfectly even with the enemy already upon them. They watch each other's backs, reinforcing the unbreakable wall. Lucon's soldiers struggle to penetrate our lines, their attacks ineffective against our unity and discipline. My archers continue their barrage, forcing the enemy to hesitate. The battlefield turns into a relentless grind, but our formation holds. The enemy's momentum slows, they will breaking with every failed assault. Fire arrows and retreat, this is the best strategy one came up for this battle, as the enemy is trying to engage melee fight against my archers. But I cannot allow that. I know that my archers are good at melee combats too. But as the commander who is responsible with their lives, I will not underestimate the enemy. I give the command repeatedly to make sure my archers will not engage the melee fight. They obey and continue firing arrows relentlessly. The enemy keep trying to catch my archers, but failed miserably. They tried again, but the result is the same. Some of them died without swinging their sword. Some of them became like a porcupine full of arrows. If they turn their back, my archers will move forward. And if they face them, my archers will retreat. My archer's strategy is clear. Fire arrows and run. Count 1 to 3 seconds and do it again. It is like playing a tag game when the opponent is a child. Though this battle is not a kid's game, my archers toyed the enemy without mercy. Then, the moment we have been waiting for, cracks begin to form in their ranks. Their morale plummets. They cannot breach the square formation, and they cannot catch my archers. Realizing their folly, they waver, and finally they break. Panic spreads like wildfire. Some turn to flee. Others hesitate, looking for guidance. But Lucon's leadership is nowhere to be found. The retreat of the enemy begins, but we will not allow them to escape so easily. I give the order, chase them down. With our victory imminent, we press forward. My cavalry surges ahead, cutting off their retreat. Infantry pushes forward, no longer the defenders but the hunters. The enemy scatters, and those who remain throw down their weapons. The battle is over, and our triumph is absolute. We gave chase, I shouted. This is to avoid the enemy to regroup and make another pointless sacrifice. Though we won this battle, there's no guarantee that we will be able to capture Emperor Lucon, as many fleeing soldiers as this. Lucon might be among them. This is the beginning of my legend in Colradia, defeating the army of the Emperor against the impossible odds. People might think I am a crazy commander, but in my case, this kind of battle is opportunity. Opportunity to rack up gold, better equipment, renown and glory all over Colradia. My army is only getting started, but the 6 hours challenge is done. I showed you how I started, and can make a battle like this in the duration of only playing 6 hours straight. This is the easiest method I came up with in my half-a-decade experience of playing Mount and Blade Bannerlord. I'm afraid that this will be our last battle in this campaign. I will start a new one. I will start my own kingdom and do a 12 hours challenge straight. Let me know in the comments below what type of challenge you want to see, and I might find a way to do it. Now, among the prisoners stands Emperor Lucon himself. A once great ruler now kneels before me in chains. I question him, curious about his thoughts on politics, war, and the fate of his kingdom. He answers honestly, perhaps believing his words can sway me. But I am not here for philosophy. His reign ends today. With a single decisive stroke, I deliver justice. No more wars from his hands. No more empires to rebuild. The realm will move forward, but without him. With the emperor gone, the tides of war shift. But this is only one victory in a greater struggle. And I will march onward. This is not the end, only another step toward absolute domination. Think you can do better? Let me know how you'd play this in the comments.